Hi everyone, Mark back again to bring you another one of our Testimonial Year player specials. This time it's Warrington prop Mike Cooper, who Sarah had the chance to have a chat with about his career so far and what's to come for Mike on and off the field in the future. First, we'll play Sarah's interview with Mike, then we'll give you the rundown on Mike's career.
Nice to chat with you, Mike.
Yeah, you too.
So, first of all, what does it mean for you to have earned a testimonial season playing at your hometown club?
I'm very, very proud to be awarded the testimonial. I was only expecting to get a 3-month one, and the RFL have awarded me a 12-month testimonial, which is huge honour for me. And as a kid, I always dreamed about playing for the town, and then to be able to do that for 10 years is something that doesn't happen very often. So coming through all the way from the academy to the first team and to do it for another 10 years is great, and hopefully a few more years to go.
Yeah, we'll maybe touch on the future in a little bit if that's all right.
Yep.
So your Warrington debut was in 2006 in the Challenge Cup, which is a competition you've gone on to have great success in. What do you remember from that debut?
Just being, intimidated really. I think it was only 16 at the time when I played in the Challenge Cup, and that was a huge move that probably wouldn't happen again now with playing at that age at 16, 17. I'm guessing it wouldn't really happen in the forwards these days, but just being really, really excited, being nervous, and then wanting to stay in the team. So it was more the Super League debut at Cass where it sort of hit home a little bit. It was a bit of a tough day at the office for the club.
Yeah.
A couple of blokes involved in pretty big fights as well, and then I had to go onto the field. So it was a pretty nerve-wracking moment, but I obviously enjoyed it.
Yeah. So you played for your hometown, your country, you've won 2 Challenge Cup finals, 10 years apart. You've had a good spell in the NRL. What are your personal highlights?
Well, there's been a few really. The 2 Challenge Cup wins, as you mentioned, and then the following parades after that around the town where we've had 100,000 people lining the streets, which was just an amazing experience. And then going over to the NRL, as you mentioned, and playing the first NRL game, which is in about 37-degree heat and following sunstroke off the back of that game. It was that warm.
I can imagine,
and then going on to represent England, and I think I got 9 caps in the end for England. So just lining up against the Kiwis in Australia for the national anthem is such a proud moment. So we're really fortunate to have a couple of really big events in my career, and there's probably not one that sort of sticks out. There's probably, I suppose you'd say the international games where you would, you probably highlight them, but yeah, you probably pick 5 or 6 really.
Yeah, I think it probably is tough, isn't it, when you've played so many different types of matches to actually nail down one that's the pinnacle.
Yeah. I think sometimes it can be, things pop into your head. The first time I played at, it's changed names now, but I was always a Suncorp. We're playing against Brisbane Broncos, and you're warming up. You have a big indoor warm, changing area where you get warm before you go out, and most of the warm-up's done inside. And then I remember thinking, well, this is what I was watching on TV with State of Origin and watching the NRL on a Saturday morning, and now you're here and you're about to go out and play. It was just loads of surreal experiences, flying out to play New Zealand, playing the Warriors or the Roosters on Anzac Day, which is a huge game for St George versus the Roosters on Anzac Day. So all of these moments, and you just sort of think when you're young, you just sort of take them all in your stride and you don't really think about it too much. And then as I'm getting a bit older now and sort of coming towards the end of my career, really, it's probably a bit more time to reflect on what's been done.
Yeah. So your NRL spell, obviously you're an established first teamer at Warrington, but I'm guessing you weren't sort of a household name in Australia when you landed, but
no, not at all.
Your record there was phenomenal. You only missed 4 games in the 3 seasons. How did that move come about?
So it was just, I was still on a contract at Warrington at the time. I had another year to go, and the NRL was something that I'd always wanted to do, and I'm one of them people. If I believe I really set my mind to something, I'll do everything I can to try and achieve it. And I spoke to my uncle Paul Cullen at the time, who made a phone call to Sam Burgess, and Sam Burgess put me in touch with a guy called Steve Gillis, and Steve's a very well-respected player agent in Australia, and still has to this day a number of very high-profile players and coaches, and he basically said to me, you know, the NRL game's changing, interchange was changing, and they reduced in numbers. They were looking for more English players, and let's get some highlights together, and let's sort of, I think the words was swing the bat, and we'll see where we land. And you know, I was quite surprised really. There was 2 or 3 teams who showed interest very early on. One being Melbourne Storm, the West Tigers showed some interest, and then sort of settled on St George. Really, they came in, and it was actually Steve Price, my current coach, who gave me the opportunity. And you know, I went there on a very, very low contract, and it was all around you know, performance-based contract, that sort of stuff, and really wanted to put myself under pressure. And you know, it was just something that I just couldn't turn down. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make it work. And I sort of promised myself, I promised the girlfriend at the time, and said, let's make this work, and we did. And you know, what a great experience it was.
Yeah, no, it sounds it, and yeah, I think it shows your level of determination, doesn't it? You decided you wanted to do this, and you went about and found the way of doing it.
Yeah, and I think, you know, people sort of maybe underestimate the team that we had at Warrington at the time. You know, you going back to sort of 2011, 2012, you had Adrian Morley and Gaz Carvel with the 2 starting forwards, both Great Britain internationals, one being one of the best players we've ever had for Great Britain. And then you had Paul Butch, who had a 10-12 year career at Warrington, who also played for England, Chris Sale and myself. We had a really, really strong pack.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was still playing. I'd played, I don't know, maybe 150 games at that point, 100 games, which for my age was really, really young. And that's kind of, you know, when I went to St George, they were really complimentary about my skills, you know, my ability to pass the ball, to offload, the ability to stay on for long minutes and play 50-60 minutes, which is not always the case with the guys over there. So when I first got there, I sort of fitted in really well, and you know, the first couple of sessions we were doing video after the session, because everything we did was recorded. Yeah. And we were reviewing our own training session, and you know, they were showing some of the passes that I made in training. I was thinking, well, this is just what we would do at Warrington. You know, we were playing a very, very expansive game anyway. So, you know, I was, you know, when you look at it like that, I'd already played in 2 grand finals, I'd already won the Challenge Cup by the time I got there. I played for England Knights 4 times, captained England Knights in one of those games. I was in a good position, but I think maybe because of the guys who had in front of me, it was, you know, I think everyone was just like, well, how the hell have you done that? So, yeah, which suited me, you know. So
yeah, no, I think it's interesting you drawing attention to how good that Warrington pack was, because I don't think Warrington have ever had the credit for having such a strong pack.
No. Well, I think because of the style that we sort of played in those days, it was very flamboyant. It was very, very Tony Smith team, really. It was off the cuff, not much sort of strategy in what you're doing. It was play what you see, and you know, we would score some fantastic tries, and we're almost known as the team that would entertain by throwing the ball around and outscore teams, and that's probably changed a lot. You know, look at the Challenge Cup win that we had last year. That was, you know, a very, very basic game plan, which is all about high completion, and that managed to get the victory over the day. So, but, you know, I don't think we'll ever get rewarded for having a good pack, even though we won that Challenge Cup last year. You know, it just seems to be the way it is. People forget things, I think, but obviously off the field you've got your business interests, which I'm guessing are planning for life after playing, but you know, you are still relatively young. You're only 31, so what goals do you have for the rest of your career? Just to, you know, the big one in the grand final, that's, you know, I'm not going to make any balls about it. You know, we've got to win that grand final, and to say you'll be the first Warrington team to do it, it's never been done before, is something that we're all working towards, and you know, that's the aim on the field, and off the field is to grow the 2 businesses that I own. I have a printing and embroidery company called Bubble Customised Clothing, and a teamwear company called 1895 Sports, which the past 2-3 years has grown and grown and grown. I have 6 or 7 staff now, and that does really well. So it's great, and it's been the perfect sort of complement to the game, because I can finish training and go to work, and fantastic business partner who runs it 90% of the time, and I get to come in and do the fun stuff in the afternoon. So it kind of helps. It takes the pressure off a little bit, and it's probably been a big influence really on my career.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you. So you've got your testimonial match on Thursday against Salford. So hopefully all the Warrington fans will get out there to support that. What other events have you got this year coming up, and how can people find out more about what you've got coming up?
So all the events will be published on my social media, on my Twitter account. The club will retweet and post things out as well. So the game Thursday night, it is what it is. It's Thursday night. It's not going to be an unexpected record attendance on Thursday when I'm working school, but it's only 7 days before we play our first game away to Wigan, so hopefully there'll be a few coming out, and then not doing anything too major, just the simple stuff really. We've got a season long, a testimonial launch event at the end of February, like a Valentine's ball, and then we're doing a curry night mid-year and a golf day. So I'm not one of them people that I don't want to have 40 events in 12 months. It's unrealistic. So there'll be 2 or 3 big events and some smaller stuff and some Q&As along the way. So had good support from people like Stuart Pearce and Adam Hills as well. Got some fantastic raffle prizes. Ben Stokes' shirt to auction off. So there's loads of stuff like that which is going on behind the scenes, and a fantastic committee who are basically doing everything for me, which is really nice. And it's really proud to just be able to sit back and let other people do so much work for you.
It must make life a bit easier.
It does, and I guess that's what it's all about. But I suppose again, you don't really realise how much people think about you until you have these events, these years, and people are like, no, we'll do this for you because of what you've done, and it's like it's a nice feeling to have. So you got a fantastic committee who's pushing it for me.
Brilliant. Okay, and just some quick fire questions, if that's all right.
Yep.
So, who's the best player you've played with?
I'm going to go 2 because I'd say Adrian Morley for all the things that he brought to the team, his attitude, determination, all sort of stuff. And I'd say Benji Marshall for his skill level. 2 totally different players, but 2 players that brought the wow factor in different ways for me.
Okay, and how about the best player you've played against then? Or the toughest player, or however you want to interpret
Cameron Smith, Jonathan Thurston. There's a few there, you know what I mean? As a kid, I played at Catalan. Stacey Jones was always dangerous when you played against him, so going back a few years now, but it's very hard to pick between a Cameron Smith or a Jonathan Thurston. Yeah.
And where's your favourite away ground to play at?
It was Brisbane.
Right.
Yeah. We never actually got the win there, but again, just the whole the crowd. There's 30,000 plus in there every week, and we used to have these members' days the day before the game. You'd have hundreds and hundreds of St George supporters all in this big room asking for autographs. This was like the day before the game, and it was just it's like Premier League football over there, isn't it?
Yeah,
it was just such a big build-up.
Yeah. What's the worst weather you've played a game in?
We played Huddersfield it must have been, I don't know, maybe 2009, something like that, at Warrington, and the field was covered in snow.
Right. Is that one of those that they had to go out with a shovel so you could see the pitch markings?
Yeah, the game was televised. How they let the game carry on, I do not know. The field was just rock hard. You couldn't run on it. It was just like playing on concrete.
Yeah.
And it was one of them where we were all packing down the scrum and your hands are freezing, and every little scratch that you get feels 10 times worse.
Yeah.
And then obviously the heat in Australia, but I never did mind that too much. But I probably said that Huddersfield game was the worst.
Yeah, no, it makes you wonder how these players used to play in middle of December and January, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes a certain character to do that, and I'm glad it's summer rugby.
Yeah. What advice would you give to, a young kid that's, thinking particularly, my son plays under 11s, what advice